Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the National Guard number 284Q. This is a curved-in style weather stripping. Q-Lon is the name that this is commonly known for, or known as, I should say. Inserts into a kerf into a wood frame and is very common in exterior residential applications, obviously with wood frames and a kerf. This 284Q is like the standard size, most common one that you're going to encounter. And what I mean by that is size, is that this is called like a long reach. Long reach, some people refer to it because its dimension from the underside of this shoulder here, to outside here is 5/8 of an inch. That's called the long reach. There is a shorter one available, but this is the one that's by far most common. Not doing a great job at showing you that dimension. I apologize. 5/8 of an inch. The overall is 1 inch, which is going to make your kerf length 3/8. A kerf width of 1/8 of an inch is called out, and that is typically common, 7/16 of an inch deep. So you're going to have a kerf in your stop, 1/8 wide, 7/16 deep. If you are manufacturing a wood frame for this, you probably already know about how that goes. If you have an exterior sort of, a rabbeted frame, you're going to have an applied stop. You would kerf that applied stop before putting it down to the jamb appropriately. A common question that I get is how much distance or gap to leave between the face of the stop and the face of the door. This is going to compress down a bit. In my experience, you want it to compress down. I've done it anywhere from about 1/4 inch. Consider calculating a 1/4 inch compression, leaving a 3/8 of an inch gap, somewhere in that range works for me, and quite frankly always has. An overall width of the item, not including obviously the kerf, is going to be 9/16. That's very common. 8-foot lengths are very typical for this, but from National Guard, and I happen to have 3 8-foot pieces here in my hand going out to a client. Easily cut with utility shears, etc. You can buy it from National Guard in several lengths. If you're doing a 3-foot by 7-foot door, you'll order 284s and a 36, and you'll be in really good shape there. I like to try to miter it at the inside corners. It's a little bit harder to miter this material, but nonetheless, that's just the way that I prefer to do it. There is a link below this video to the product brochure, which is handy because it shows this item and its sister product, where you have this tucked underneath an aluminum holder. So you could still get with the Q-Lon type of material, the 284Q from National Guard, but do it in an installation where you do not have a kerf made in your frame. Now, the reason you might use Q-Lon when you've got an aluminum holder is that a lot of people know that they're very effective pieces of weather stripping. They are. I can speak from practical experience that they're extremely effective at weather sealing. What I like about this material from National Guard is that it's a standard. I was able to buy it 10 years ago. I'll be able to buy it 10 years from now. So it's easy to continue to get useful service out of weather stripping because it will fatigue over time. Over years, it does fatigue, of course, like anything else does. And a lot of people have grown to trust this sort of material. Now, additionally, with that aluminum holder, you can get the aluminum in a clear finish. You can also get the aluminum holder, in a gold finish as well as the dark bronze. So aluminum, gold, and dark bronze. You can get that. There's also a link below this video to the installation instructions, which is just utterly generic, and it doesn't apply to this product at all, but it's there because National Guard includes it. This is just pushed in. All you're going to do is just insert this in. If you've got the proper kerf width and depth, this will be simply pushed in You'll tell that when you're pushing it in, it goes in and it stays in and it's secure. If you have any questions on the National Guard 284Q, curved in style, Q-Lon type, I believe this is a polyethylene covering over a foam core, or any other National Guard product who's a full-line manufacturer of all things weather stripping related, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.